On a moonlit night, the Midnight Express, a forgotten train with rusted wheels and tattered curtains, rumbled through the desolate countryside. Amanda, a young woman seeking solitude, boarded the seemingly abandoned locomotive, unaware of the darkness that awaited her. As Amanda settled into her compartment, she noticed an eerie silence, broken only by the distant howl of the wind. The train's flickering lights cast long, shadowy figures on the worn-down carpet, and the air seemed charged with an otherworldly energy. Unsettled but determined, Amanda gazed out the window as the train journeyed through mist-covered landscapes. As midnight approached, the atmosphere inside the compartment shifted. The walls seemed to whisper ancient secrets, and the temperature dropped to an unnerving chill. Amanda's breath materialized in the air, forming spectral shapes that danced before her eyes. Suddenly, the compartment door creaked open, revealing a mysterious figure cloaked in shadows. The stranger's eyes gleamed with an unnatural light, and a cold wind accompanied their presence. They spoke in hushed tones, revealing tales of lost souls condemned to ride the Midnight Express for eternity. Amanda, paralyzed with fear, realized that the train was a conduit between the world of the living and the realm of the forgotten. The stranger warned her of malevolent spirits that lurked within the train's passages, hungry for the souls of those who dared to journey after midnight. As the clock struck 12, the train's interior transformed. Flickering lanterns cast sinister shadows, and phantom passengers appeared in the seats, their faces twisted in eternal agony. The once empty compartments echoed with the anguished cries of the forsaken, and the train hurtled forward on a track leading to the unknown. Desperate to escape the spectral nightmare, Amanda ventured through the haunted train cars, each one harboring its own horrors. Ghostly hands reached out from the shadows, and whispers echoed through the narrow corridors, revealing the tragic stories of those who met the end aboard the Midnight Express. In the final compartment, Amanda encountered the ghost conductor, a spectral figure clad in a uniform, stained with the sins of the departed. He presented her with a choice: join the ranks of the restless souls or find a way to break the curse that bound the train to an eternal night. With newfound courage, Amanda delved into the train's history, uncovering a tale of betrayal and tragedy that had condemned it to an endless loop of despair. The key to breaking the curse lay in confronting the vengeful spirit that haunted the locomotive. As the train hurtled towards an abyss, Amanda faced the spirit in a climactic battle of wills. With a whispered incantation and a burst of ethereal light, the curse shattered, freeing the lost souls and bringing an end to the spectral journey. As dawn broke, the Midnight Express came to a shuddering halt, its once ominous appearance now reduced to a mere relic of the past. Amanda, the reluctant hero, stepped off the train, her heart heavy with the weight of the tales she had witnessed. The once desolate countryside now bloomed with the first light of morning, concealing the horrors of the Midnight Express beneath the veil of a new day. Late one stormy night, the ghostly express, a train with a chilling reputation, barreled through the darkness, its windows illuminated by flashes of lightning. Boarding the train was Olivia, a skeptic journalist intrigued by the tales of paranormal events that surrounded the mysterious locomotive. as Olivia settled into an empty compartment. The rhythmic clatter of the wheels merged with the howling wind outside, unbeknownst to her. The atmosphere inside the ghostly express held secrets untold, and as the clock struck midnight, the train's energy shifted. Suddenly, the air thickened with an unsettling chill, and Olivia felt a spectral presence in her compartment. The temperature dropped further as the lights flickered, casting eerie shadows on the worn upholstery. The compartment door swung open, revealing a figure cloaked in mist, a spectral train conductor from a bygone era. The ghostly conductor, with hollow eyes and a voice that echoed through the ages, shared tales of a tragedy that unfolded on the ghostly express decades ago. Passengers had disappeared mysteriously, leaving behind only the haunting sound of a phantom whistle that echoed through the train each night. As the conductor spoke, Olivia's skepticism wavered. The air resonated with a ghostly melody, and the compartment became a stage for an otherworldly performance. The ghostly conductor vanished into the shadows, leaving Olivia alone with the haunting echoes of the phantom whistle. The ghostly express hurtled through tunnels of darkness, and Olivia, now consumed by a mix of fear and curiosity, followed the ethereal sound. As she ventured into the train's depths, the atmosphere thickened, and the spectral whistle grew louder. In a forgotten carriage at the train's rear, Olivia encountered a ghostly apparition, the spirit of a forlorn passenger trapped between realms. The apparition, unable to find peace, revealed the train's cursed history. A tragic accident had claimed the lives of passengers, and their souls remained tethered to the ghostly express. Determined to help the lost souls find release, Olivia embarked on a quest to unravel the mystery behind the spectral whistle. With the apparition's guidance, she discovered an old steam engine hidden within the train, its rusted whistle still hauntingly resonant. As Olivia touched the whistle, a surge of paranormal energy enveloped her. The ghostly apparitions materialized around her, and the phantom whistle's melody reached a crescendo in a burst of ethereal light. The curse binding the train began to unravel. The ghostly express slowed to a peaceful stop, its ghostly inhabitants finding solace and vanishing into the afterlife. The storm outside subsided, revealing a serene landscape bathed in the soft glow of dawn. As Olivia stepped off the now silent train, the once haunted compartments stood as silent witnesses to a paranormal event resolved. The ghostly express, to its phantom whistle silenced, faded into the mists of legend, leaving Olivia with a story that transcended the realms of skepticism and convinced her that some mysteries were best left to the ghosts of the past. On a mist-laden evening, Alessio found himself boarding the midnight train from Italy to France, seeking a peaceful journey through the picturesque landscapes. As he settled into his seat, the rhythmic clattering of the train wheels provided a soothing backdrop to the subdued conversations of fellow passengers. The atmosphere inside the train was serene, with passengers quietly reading, dozing off, or gazing out at the passing scenery. Alessio, content in the ambient hum of the train, accepted the offered meal tray and engaged in polite nods with his travel companions. As the night deepened and the train hurtled through the velvety darkness. Alessio, lulled by the gentle sway of the compartment, felt the weight of exhaustion settle upon him. The soft glow of the overhead lights painted the scene in a tranquil ambience, creating an illusion of serenity within the confined space. 2 hours into the journey, as Alessio teetered on the edge of sleep, an unsettling shiver ran down his spine. His drowsy gaze shifted to the passengers seated beside him. A nondescript figure absorbed in a book earlier, however. What transpired next shattered the illusion of a peaceful night. Without warning, the passenger's eyes, once immersed in the book's text, widened with an otherworldly terror. His body tensed, and a guttural sound escaped his lips, sending a chilling ripple through the compartment. Alessio, wide awake and paralyzed with fear, watched as the man's face contorted in silent agony. Suddenly, the compartment plunged into darkness. The overhead lights flickered, casting ominous shadows that danced across the cramped space. Whispers like ethereal echoes filled the air, blending with the rhythmic thud of the train wheels against the tracks. Alessio, his heart pounding, desperately tried to make sense of the paranormal events unfolding beside him. The tormented passenger's features twisted as if in communication with unseen entities, his hands reaching out to phantom figures only he could perceive. As the compartment reverberated with spectral energy, Alessio became acutely aware that the veil between the tangible and the otherworldly had thinned. The temperature plummeted, and an invisible force seemed to compress the air, making it difficult to breathe. In the midst of the paranormal maelstrom, the tormented passenger, now consumed by an otherworldly force, turned to Alessio, eyes devoid of recognition fixated on him, and a haunting voice, not of the mortal realm, uttered cryptic words that sent shivers through his soul. Suddenly, as swiftly as it had begun, the paranormal disturbance ceased. The compartment returned to its mundane state, the overhead lights buzzing back to life. Alessio, still trembling, found himself alone in the seat, the tormented passenger having vanished into the obscurity of the night. As the train continued its journey, Alessio grappled with the surreal events he had witnessed. The once tranquil compartment now carried an indelible aura of the supernatural. With every passing mile, the echoes of that fateful night lingered, leaving Alessio to ponder the thin boundary that separated the ordinary from the inexplicable on the midnight express to darkness.